everybody, welcome back to Indus Valley Craft. Yes, we are making the Indus Valley civilization in Minecraft. But there's a change. Last time when I made the series, I made it in a mountains biome and it was not very good because mountains biomes are not flat. Now I've made it in a plains biome and it's perfect. So let's start. This is the Indus River. The people would come here, take a bath or rituals or take some water, stuff like that. Then they would go down this long path. But while I'm going down this long path, I'll tell you how this was discovered. When the real life people were making railway tracks, when the train was invented, they just saw the baked brick, because that's what they were using to make all this stuff. The Harappans and Mohenjo-daros, because they were the two sites in which the Indus Valley civilization was there. Next, what happened? They just used the baked bricks, like our time people. They just used the baked bricks without thinking what it might have. In 1920, in Harappa, when archaeology started, that's when people saw that there was actually a real civilization here. Now that is a true story. So let's start. First you have this gateway here. And then you go in. You have the lower city and the upper city. The upper city is known as the citadel. So the citadel, I'll just fly. Or try to. Yeah. We have a public assembly place with a microphone. Some public houses where the people who worked in the citadel lived. Then the best part, or rather the second best, the granary. And then we have some machines here that are pulling up the wheat. The lower city people aren't allowed to come here, so they just put the wheat there and they transform it into hay bales. They get the wheat from those farms I showed you. I didn't show you. You would have got a glimpse of it, and this is broken for some reason. And then they would keep the wheat here, and this machine would lift them up and put it here. And it would be kept to dry out. Then it would go in the granary to be processed, and that's what the people would eat. Now this is the Great Bath. This is the best feature of the Indus Valley civilization. Now, these long pillars, they are to prevent the people in the Great Bath falling in the river. A river? Bath. It's kind of a swimming pool, but in old times. So, they would climb down the steps into the pool, and then that's a well from where the water comes, and when the waters become all dirty, it's emptied out into a tributary of the Indus River, which is Saraswati, as you can see. And then we have a couple of changing rooms with towels and, a place to hang their clothes. Now let's move on to the lower city. Again, lagging. And then we have a bunch of farms where they grow their crops, mostly wheat. Then there's many main occupations. Farming is one. And then this drainage system. It comes all the way from the well underground, and it goes to every single house. And as you can see, the scaffolding blocks, they are like the holes of the drains. Yes, now another main occupation is pottery. There's a bunch of pots here kept out to dry. There's a potter's wheel inside of that house. Then there's a spinning wheel inside of that house, because that's what they used to make their clothes. And as you can see, the clothes are hung out to dry. Women wore just skirts and blouses. Men draped a cloth around their body. Now, the lower city streets are straight and they turn at right angles and they go to every single house. Then, as I was saying, the fourth main occupation is animal agriculture. And why did they use animals? They had cats and dogs which are in those houses. Then you have sheep, pigs, cows, and donkeys and horses. Yes, maybe they used it for animal protein. Maybe they used it for transportation. Both could be true. Now, the Great Bath. It is 7 centimeters to 12 centimeters long, 7 centimeters wide, and then 3 centimeters, not centimeters, meters in real life, deep. Now, there's another little post here where you could come down and take water from this Saraswati tributary, which is now dried up. And then you have these dead ends here because that's the end of the street. But that's it, guys. That's the Indus Valley civilization. It was a very good civilization in the Bronze Age. Nobody knows why it got declined. It was riding high for a couple of years and then vanished. Nobody knows for sure, but there are many theories. Maybe they got attacked by wild animals. Maybe for severe, say, floods, because when there were floods, the lower city people came and lived in the citadel. Maybe this flood was so severe that even the citadel couldn't keep up. Maybe it was of climate change, or maybe the river dried up. But I have a theory. If we have a coronavirus now with all this technology, maybe they also had a virus. And as they don't have technology, maybe they couldn't cure it. Maybe that's the answer. I have no idea, that's just a theory. But for now, guys, I think it's not goodbye. Please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, like rating. Comment down more suggestions. I'm also gonna build further builds like Taj Mahal, the White House, Red Fort, stuff like that. But before saying goodbye, I want to show you something. The grand finale. I'm gonna fall into the Great Bath, and it's very satisfying. It's not the same as falling into a river. Ah, that was good. Now, guys, it's officially goodbye.